Last night, the vice president and the president of the United States appeared on stage at a 4th of July event, and it got awkward because Kamala Harris almost called herself the president, and then Joe Biden thought it was Christmas. You think I'm kidding, but I'm not, because that's the world in which we now live. Here we go.
And we give thanks to our commander-in-chief, the president of the United States, the extraordinary president of the United States,
and Joe is just kind of like standing there awkwardly.
Ho,
ho, ho! Merry 4th of July!
Happy Independence Day!
Wrong holiday, Joe. I like that he forgot which holiday he was in the middle of right there. And Kamala Harris, with the crazy smile on her face as she realizes she almost let the cat out of the bag, that she's been actively attempting to poison Joe's soup. That Kamala Harris has been leaking nonstop to the press since all of this began because she can smell it. She's this close to the presidency. She's that close. Ooh, she can almost feel it. All of this culminated last night. There was a fireworks show. Joe was scared by the loud noises the same way that my dog was scared by the loud noises last night. And as he got scared by the loud noises, he reached out for a helping hand, and he found Kamala, and then they awkwardly raised their hands together in a gesture that looked more like her physically attempting to keep him upright than a sign of victory. Here we go. You can see them. They're standing there, and then he reaches out like, "Will you hold my hand?" And then, "Look, I'm raising my hand." And Kamala's like, "I don't like when you're holding my hand. It's awkward. I don't like it, but I'm going to smile." And then Joe's like, "Look, oh, let's all point at the fire. Oh." That same expression you'll recall from Hillary Clinton being amazed by balloons at the DNC in 2016. I do love it when politicians act amazed by things happening around them. It's really amusing. Joe Biden like, "Look, it's an exploding thing in the sky." Things are going great over at Biden HQ. And by the way, the polls suck for Joe Biden. They get worse, and they get worse, and they get worse. Brand new poll from the Wall Street Journal over the past 48 hours. Donald Trump has now opened a 6-point lead over President Biden among voters nationally. 80% say Joe Biden is too old to run for a second term. 80%. You can't get 80% of Americans to agree on the moon landing, but 80% of Americans agree that Joe Biden is too old to be president because it is more self-evident than either of the other two. Trump's lead over Biden in a two-person matchup is 48-42. It is the widest in journal surveys dating to late 2021. Trump had just a 2-point lead in February. The new survey began interviewing voters 2 days after the debate with Trump. The new survey contains a range of signs Biden's political standing has weakened. At the same time, a small but growing number of Democrats are calling for him to withdraw as the party's nominee. Only 34% view the president in a favorable light. 63% unfavorable. Less than 40% approve of his handling of inflation, immigration, the economy, or his office overall. The survey finds widespread discontent with both candidates. Nearly half voters, 47%, say they would replace both men on the ballot if they could. 53% say they aren't enthusiastic about anyone running for president. But the enthusiasm for Joe Biden is non-existent. Non-existent. 76% of Democrats say Joe Biden is too old to run this year. Of Democrats, 2/3 of Democrats would replace Biden on the ballot with another nominee. Only 36% of Republicans say that Trump is too old. Only 1/3 would replace him with another nominee. Disaster area polling for Joe Biden. I mean, the news would be terrible for Joe Biden if you were awake right now. The beauty of being Joe Biden is you can sleep any time of the day, anywhere you are. But you're not Joe Biden. The only way that you can get sleep is on a really nice mattress. Same for me. That's why I appreciate my Helix mattress. Helix harnesses years of mattress expertise to offer a truly elevated sleep experience. The Helix Elite Collection includes 6 different mattress models, each tailored for specific sleep positions and firmness preferences. If you're nervous about buying a mattress online, you don't have to be. Helix has a sleep quiz that matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress. Why would you buy a mattress made for somebody else? I took that Helix quiz. I was matched with a firm but breathable mattress. I love it. My wife loves it. We are big Helix fans over at the Shapiro household. Helix has a 10-year warranty. You can try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you will. Helix's financing options and flexible payment plans make it so a great night's sleep is never far away. For a limited time, Helix is offering up to 30% off all mattress orders plus 2 free pillows. Just head on over to helixsleep.com/Ben. It's their best offer yet. It's not going to last long. helixsleep.com/Ben. With Helix, better sleep starts right now. That's helixsleep.com/Ben. Go check them out right now. helixsleep.com/Ben. Meanwhile, Remington Research Group surveyed the swing states. Here are their numbers. Trump In Wisconsin, up 6. Pennsylvania, Trump up 5. Michigan, Trump up 3. Arizona, Trump up 7. Nevada, Trump up 7. Texas, Trump up 10. Ohio, Trump up 10. Montana, Trump up 20. So, those are some horrifying numbers if you're a Democrat at this point. But there's some even more bad news. Daily Mail poll came out over the last 24 hours, and it shows that Donald Trump is outpacing Joe Biden 47-42. That's a 5-point lead. But even worse, Donald Trump is skunking Kamala Harris 49-38. Somehow, Joe Biden found the only person more unpopular than he is to be his vice president, which is a disaster area for Democrats, all of which means everything for Joe Biden probably comes down to this interview with George Stephanopoulos tonight. So, Joe Biden is not capable of doing a full press conference. He's not, which is why he has not. He has now wobbled out to the microphones to give 4 5-minute speeches. Then he's wobbled back inside to lie down for 3 hours while they infuse the blood of a small child into him or hit him up with some hunter stash or whatever it is they do in the back room to provide ministrations to the withered corpse of the president of the United States. I mean, honestly, it's sad. Now ABC News is going to try to either save him or euthanize him. That's the big curiosity factor tonight. So originally, this interview was scheduled to be aired on Sunday, and it was going to be longer than like 10 minutes. Instead, the president of the United States, apparently, is going to have an interview with George Stephanopoulos that lasts as little as 15 minutes, according to the Daily Beast. George Stephanopoulos, the Keebler elf of American politics, he apparently is going to travel to Wisconsin today to speak with Biden as he conducts 2 hastily arranged campaign stops in the critical swing state. ABC announced Wednesday night parts of the taped interview would first air on Friday's edition of World News Tonight and then be followed by an 8 p.m. primetime special where it would take the place of Jeopardy Masters. It will then air again in full this week on Sunday. The Daily Beast learned behind the scenes there's a deep concern inside ABC News' upper echelon that Stephanopoulos could get as little as 15 minutes to conduct what should be a searching interview offering insight into the president's mental state. The Biden campaign denied the suggestion when questioned by the Daily Beast. A White House spokesperson said it was false. The interview will be longer. ABC is going to apparently air the full interview in prime time tonight. So the big question here is whether this is going to alleviate doubts, whether Stephanopoulos is going to try to prod Joe Biden the rest of the way just over the finish line. Now, here's the thing that's so dishonest about all of this. No one, 0 people believe Joe Biden will fulfill his second term in office. No one believes this. They're not even bothering to hide that part. The only question is whether he can survive the campaign. No one believes that in the year, say, 2027, Joe Biden's going to be president of the United States. No one, literally no one believes that. That is not a thing. Everyone knows that if Joe Biden becomes the president with Kamala Harris as his running mate, Kamala Harris will be the president of the United States come 2026, probably. Minimum. Maybe 2025. So all this is just a place filler election for the Democrats. See if they can foist one over on the American people by sheltering the American people from the reality of the awful, inauthentic, fraudulent vice presidential candidate by pretending that Joe actually might be able to withstand the rigors for 4 years. No one actually thinks. I mean, is he going to last for another 4 hours? That's the real question here. Are you tired of the lies and the twists of the mainstream media talking points? Yeah, me too. Join me in my newest series, Fact, where I dismantle and bring truth to this tiring mainstream agenda.